let's take a look at an interesting dopamine graph that once you understand could be of great value in your attempt to quit porn. Now this is something I have known about for a few years already, but I got reminded of it again yesterday when I listened to the addiction expert Anna Lemke and her book Dopamine Nation. Now it's going to sound familiar to you in the beginning, but stay with me here because something new and interesting will happen in just a few seconds after that.
Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video who has been involved in the porn addiction community for 13 years now. So if you're getting tired of all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing.
So let's say you're sitting there at your laptop after work and you're surfing on some social media platforms. Then suddenly you are hit by a 5-second video clip of a super hot fitness model. Now if you're addicted to porn, or even if you're just trying to quit, getting exposed to that short video is what we call a trigger or a cue. Now, at that moment, here's what's happening inside your brain. Your baseline dopamine levels are here, and then when you're exposed to that trigger, you instantly get a small spike in dopamine like this. This is a pre-reward dopamine spike that happens well before the reward itself sets in. Now, during this moment, you feel excited and you feel good. You have an anticipation of reward. And if you're addicted to porn, you'll probably feel a desire to open up a porn site so you can really get to enjoy yourself. However, let's say you manage to remind yourself that, hey, I'm trying to quit watching porn here, so I'm not going to do that. And so you stay away from acting on that trigger. Now, here comes the interesting part, so listen up here. When the brain does not get the anticipated reward, this is what's happening to your dopamine levels. They instantly drop down below your baseline levels for a little while. In the world of neuroscience, this is called cue-dependent learning. Now, this state here doesn't last very long, only a few minutes, maybe 10, 20, 30 minutes, depending on the person and the situation. But instead of feeling good like you did right here, it is now that you actually start to feel the strongest cravings and urges. Yes, it's during this mini transient dopamine deficit state that you suddenly feel that I need something, man, it's not good right now. You know, it's in this moment that you perhaps feel that you have this black hole in your chest and that you need something, that you need to move towards something. Yes, so for you serious rebooters out there who are really trying to do your best, it is most often during this phase that you actually relapse. Now, once you understand this, you can actually set your reboot up so when it happens, you have a counter-action planned. For example, you can decide in advance that if I run into a trigger and notice how this process is starting to happen, I will instantly leave my computer and go for a 20-minute walk. That would be great because moving your body will actually help raise that temporary drop in dopamine back up without having another mini crash afterwards. So by doing that, you are both removing yourself from the place where you can relapse and you are reducing the strength of that unpleasant feeling you have in your chest that you need something. You are getting rid of your strongest urges. And so now some of you may be thinking, what would happen if I ate a donut instead to quickly get my dopamine up? Well, you would get a spike for sure, but that would again just lead to another mini crash when you're done eating, perhaps even a bigger mini crash. You see, that's the problem with instant gratification stuff. It's those artificial spikes that bring you down below your baseline after you're done. Physical exercise, meditation, or cold showers all raise dopamine, but there's no crash after those. For example, after a cold shower, your dopamine levels can stay a bit elevated in a healthy way for a pretty long time before it just smoothly comes back down like this. Alright, I hope this video inspired you to come up with some ideas on how to better navigate your reboot.
And speaking of dopamine and excitement for life, if you want to know if your dopamine system is currently working for you or against you and how much porn has potentially affected you, you can take my free dopamine quiz right now by using the link under the video. Just click on that right now to get your own personal dopamine score. And okay guys, if you want to know why I personally decided to give up adult sites, I reveal it all in this video right here. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today. Consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.